Complex, Pike County Mutual
in Louisiana open Wednesday through Saturday. Enjoy lunch options until 4 and Gambino's dinner menu from 4 to close, including the popular Make Your Variety of beer and wine available to enjoy with your meal. Wednesday through Saturday at Gambino's.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
Making their communities and schools look great while offering the best prices around. If you're looking to expand your wardrobe or maybe a gift is on the list, stop by their store and check out. Stop by Geared Up, 211 South.
We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the Square in Bowling Green.
Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green is right here for you and your family. No matter what stage of life you are in, better health starts with your primary care provider, the person who knows your health history and can connect you with the right specialist if needed. The Hannibal Regional Medical Group team of primary care providers are ready to help guide you on your path to better health, right here at home. To schedule an appointment, just call 573-324-2241. Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
It's time for the KJFM WBBA Sports Pregame Show.
Maddie Ingram in with you for KJFM WBBA Sports, and we have a good game headed your way this afternoon as the Bowling Green Bobcats getting ready to take on the Clopton Hawks, and Bowling Green will be your visiting team today. They'll wear their red jerseys, their red tops with the pinstripes and the numbers that are a little hard to see, but they look good, so that's kind of all that matters. But Bowling Green will be rocking those today, and for matchups taking place across the area today, this is your premier game. It's also senior night for the Clopton Hawks, and they've been able to turn some things around this season, and everything's been going very well for them under the instruction from Coach Dean Street, and so being able to turn this program around and build something is always a good thing. And want to give a big shout out to Athletic Director Tony Francis, as he spent all day yesterday and all day today making this field look really, really, really nice and has made it playable. He was mentioning before the game that there was, if you were looking at this field yesterday, you would have thought there's no way that anybody's playing on this field for at least a week, but he put in lots of hours and lots of time, so big shout out to Tony Francis for allowing us to get this game in today. It's a beautiful day for baseball, and things just look great. Field looks good. Can't even ask for anything better. We will come back with our keys to the game next on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock.
Pride in offering skills smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch. Help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me. I made a personalized plan just for you. Real estate, loving our small town.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about membership.
That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, and your future. Pick up the phone and call Rick Rodhouse from Country Financial. He, along with his staff, will assist you with insurance coverage to protect what matters most, in addition to preparing you for the future. Best of all, Rick will take the time to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford, contact Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency in Pleasant Hill to chat about your insurance needs today.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Eagles Bluff Golf Course, and Pepsi.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate in Louisiana.
Our keys to the game on this Tuesday afternoon, the Bowling Green Bobcats are the visiting team as they take on the Clopton Hawks. And for this matchup, the team that is competing the best defensively, I think, is going to be the story of this one. We caught a really good game from Clopton here just a couple of weeks ago whenever they took on Canton, and it was a very close game, a pitcher's duel going into those late innings, and it was just one of those situations where both teams have been playing quite a bit. Teams know better than anybody, especially with the coaching staffs that they have. Those errors can't happen, and as you inch closer and closer to the postseason, they cannot happen at all. So wanting to make sure that they can minimize those today. It's a big EMO conference game still. The conference is still up for grabs at this point. So either team coming into this one, they're wanting to pick up that conference win as quickly as possible to only add to their EMO conference record. There have been some postseason brackets that have already been released, and Clopton actually got a bye the first round for their district. So we'll continue to talk about that and keep you updated on KJFMradio.com. The coaches are meeting at home plate. We'll be back with our starting lineups next on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagles Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area athletes. They're a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company is a proud sponsor of the local schools and their athletes. When it's time to quench that thirst, reach for one of the many Pepsi products found in the local concession stands, including Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Sundrop, or the all-new Starry Lemon Lime. If you are wanting something other than soda, enjoy Bubbler, Clarbrun Water, Lipton Teas, Gatorade, and more. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company in New Haven and Bowling Green wishes all the area athletes a great season.
Everyone needs help with something at some point in their life. This is Tracy B. with PCHD, and I am here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573-324-2111 to learn more, or visit our website at Pike County Health Installs.
Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a Taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A Taste of Philly, Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
As we get to starting lineups on the field, let's go ahead and take a look at the visiting Bowling Green Bobcats as they are being introduced. Leading things off, it'll be the pitcher, Zach Gibson, followed by Brendan Schurter, the left fielder, and it's the third baseman, Graydon Coleman. He'll play third base. Brady Huber, the center fielder, will bat fifth, and then it's Jack McDonald in right field. In the sixth spot, seventh spot is Manny Orff, and then the ninth spot is Keegan Smith. So it goes Gibson, Schurter, Milosevic, Grody, Coleman, Huber, McDonald, Orff, and Smith for the Bowling Green Bobcats. The Clopton Hawks are currently being introduced, and they're heading to their spots. We will have the national anthem right after this, but we'll go ahead and run down their lineup. It'll be Jordan Genowine leading things off and catching today, followed by Adam Lindsay, the center fielder. Peter Daskalaskis, the shortstop, will bat third. Batting fourth, it's James Matheny, the first baseman. Batting fifth, Tucker Salmons. He'll play second base. Adam Matheny is the designated hitter today. Jacob Harrelson is your pitcher today, and he will also we will have Jacob Harrelson as the pitcher today. Camden Lilly is in right field, and then it's Chris Ferguson in left field. So it goes Genowine, Lindsay, Daskalaskis, Matheny, Salmons, Matheny, Harrelson, Lilly, and Ferguson. Mikey Maero will play third base today. He is the designated player, so he will bat. We will have Adam Matheny batting in place of Mikey Maero. We're getting ready to do the national anthem. We'll be back with first pitch next on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Meyer Implement Company, and Ingram Plumbing.
At Central State Bank, you're not just an account. You're a person with hopes, dreams, and family that you work hard to provide for, which is why at Central State Bank, they work hard to help you with checking and savings accounts, business and personal loans, along with investments. It's because when it comes right down to it, banking isn't simply about money. It's about helping people make their dreams come true. Central State Bank, central to your banking needs with locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook.
1950 and is an expanded retail area. They began as a paint retailer handling Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paints, developing into a full-service decorating center, including wall coverings and Hunter Douglas custom window treatments. Castile over the years has expanded with home decor, high-quality gift items, bridal and baby registry, an upscale ladies and children's boutique, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. and Saturday, 8 until noon. Let Castiles be your one-stop shop. Located just off the northwest corner of the square in Pittsfield.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana. And let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate, Geared Up, and Pike Lincoln Technical Center.
We'll go ahead and set the defense once again for the Clopton Hawks as they take the field and get ready to start this one. As we mentioned, Clopton, the home team today, as they welcome in the Bowling Green Bobcats for this EMO conference matchup on senior night. After this game, they will be honoring the seniors for senior night. So let's go ahead and we'll go across the outfield from left to right, starting with Chris Ferguson in left field, Adam Lindsay in center field, Camden Lilly is in right field. At third base, Mikey Maero, Peter Daskalaskis is at shortstop. And at second base, it's Tucker Salmons. James Matheny will play first base. Behind the plate today, it's Jordan Genowine. And on the pitcher's bump today, it's Jacob Harrelson for the Clopton Hawks. We'll run down the lineup once again for the Bowling Green Bobcats. Zach Gibson will lead things off, followed by Brendan Schurter, Rowan Milosevic, Eli Grody, Graydon Coleman, Brady Huber, Jack McDaniel, Manny Orff, and Keegan Smith. Wind is blowing to the right, so more foul balls than home runs, I think, would probably be the determining factor today. And we are ready to go. As we mentioned, leading things off, it'll be Zach Gibson. He's roughing up the batter's box a little bit. Once again, giving a shout out to Tony Francis, Clopton Hawks athletic director, and also field maintenance guy. He spent so much time out here. Field looks fantastic, and we appreciate all of his efforts. First pitch is underway, the 1-0, and that one is spiked into the ground off of the plate and to the backstop. 2-0. The count to Gibson. And where's number 13? He'll be the pitcher today. And he sees a strike on the outside. 2-1. Next pitch is at the knees and called for a strike. 2-2. That ties things up a little. Bump. And he's ready to go. In the on-deck circle for the Bobcats, it's Brendan Schurter. He'll be playing left field today. Next pitch is Sale. Gibson and Harrelson doing battle. Base, it's James Matheny, Peter Daskalaskis, one hop to throw, and it was a scoop and stretch from the first baseman, James Matheny. They retire Gibson. First pitch he sees, backs him off the plate, and it's taken for a ball. Popped high in the air. Left fielder crashing in, going back though. Oh, and he drops it. It's Peter Daskalaskis right at it. So an error on the shortstop. For Bowling Green, it's Rowan Milosevic. He takes a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Genowine moves to the outside corner of the plate. Pitch floats back over the middle of the plate. Lead, but staying pretty close to the bag. Harrelson, the nice sweeping pitch, gets Milosevic to chase. 1-2 with one out. Harrelson takes a peek at Schroeder. Box. Two. They're going to check on the runner, and it was a good toss and a nice tag. Schroeder does get back in safely. Two pitch. Woo, held back. Wanted to check his swing there. And they're going to say he didn't go. 3-2. The on-deck circle, it's Eli Grody. This one is roped down the third baseline and fair. It's going to go all the way to the wall, cut off by Chris Ferguson. And it going for Rowan Milosevic with a ground ball that just rode the white line all the way to the fence. Grody. With runners at second and third base. An opportunity for Bowling Green to score early. First pitch to Grody is taken for a strike on the outside corner of the plate. We're going to check in the field, and they're going to say that he did not, so I don't think it was in time. A few words for the field umpire. That doesn't change what's on the scoreboard. 0-2, and an off-speed pitch gets Grody chasing. It's a strikeout for Harrelson. Graydon Coleman comes to the plate. Coleman plays third. First pitch is fisted back up the middle, slow rolling in. That's out number 3. They leave him stranded at second and third.
Area high school sports brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley.
Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Insurance Agency, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Go ahead and set the defense as they continue their warm-up. At third base, Graydon Coleman, Keegan Smith, the shortstop today. Rowan Milosevic is behind the plate. Eli Grody is at first base. Manny Orph, and I know that Rowan's not playing second. Pitcher's circle on the bump today, it is Zach Gibson. For the Clopton Hawks, it'll be Jordan Genowine, Adam Lindsay, Peter Daskalaskis, James Matheny, Tucker Salmons, Adam Matheny, Jacob Harrelson, Camden Lilly, and Chris Ferguson. Second and third in the top half of the first inning. So Clopton looking to strike back and get on the board here after a and they're ready for the bottom half of the first. Sailed high for ball 1. Make it 2-0. Pitch was scooped out. Next one is high as well. Having a little trouble finding the zone early and having a little trouble in the warm-ups too. Gibson's got to dial in here. Fastball sits high. Not good enough for Adam Lindsay. Lindsay wears number 11. He'll bat from the right-hand side. Bobcats wearing their red tops, gray pants. And for the Hawks, they'll wear their home black jerseys with white pants. Count to Matheny is 1-0, but that evens things up as he takes a big cut on a pitch that was tailing inside. 1-1. No outs with a runner at first base for the Hawks and some speed in Genowine. Next pitch is in the dirt. 2-1. Popped high in the air. In between shortstop and center field. A lot of corrections, and it's going to drop in. Keegan Smith had floated more towards center field, realized that the wind was kind of pushing the ball back. He did a couple of steps backwards. He was unable to come up with it. Brady Huber was kind of caught up in the mess. They toss it into second base. They were unable to get Genowine, who was able to quickly recover when he realized the ball was going to drop. So runners at first and second base. Nice pitch from Gibson that was on the outside corner to Peter Daskalaskis, but they're going to say it's a little board. Next pitch crosses the plate as well. 0-2. Runners at first and second base for the Hawks. No outs on the board. At the plate, it's Peter Daskalaskis. He wears number 2 and bats on the right-hand side. The 3-spot hitter for the Hawks just gets the bat on that one, pops it back to the screen. And they'll tomahawked into another touching in 2. The pitch was up in the zone and he just went hacking. And helps his team by putting 2 on the board. So 2-0 lead for the Hawks. Gibson still having a little trouble finding the zone. The first pitch he tosses to Matheny is out of the zone as well. That one hitting his helmet. He's having a little trouble finding his footing, but Rowan Milosevic is out to talk to Gibson, so I'm sure they'll talk it through and get to where they need to be. Still looking to record their first out. 2-0 count to Matheny. Stealing, and the throw is very wide. Goes in to left. Pouring it on early and taking advantage of Gibson, who is tipping. 2-1. Next pitch is low and outside. Now 3-1. And they're going to say strike 3. So he'll retreat back to the dugout as he went down swinging. And that is the first out of the inning. He's first pitch swinging, pops this one high in the air. Manny Orff wants it, and he makes the grab. Out in a fly out. So quickly 2 outs for the Hawks, but they've already scored 3 runs. Looking to start things over again. It'll be Adam Matheny this time at the plate. He wears number 15. He'll bat with 2 outs, and he sees 2 balls in a row. A strikeout, a fly out, and then a foul ball fly out, and we are headed to the top of the second inning. Bowling Green trails Clopton 3-0 on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Philly, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PS.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Greatness doesn't happen. And dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication.
To me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance agent Ashley.
Top of the second inning, leading things off for the Bobcats, it'll be Brady Huber. Follow the air. Oh, and it's inches away from the line. Genowine came all the way up the line. I think everybody kind of lost it other than Genowine. He had a great read on it, so the catcher dropped his helmet and then was diving. Mikey Maero lost it in the sun, and so did Jacob Harrelson. But 0-1, make it 0-2. A nice pitch on the outside. Genowine will set up even further outside this time. And Huber will have a seat. And that's how out number 1 goes into the books for the top of the second inning. As he sees Harrelson for the first time. He's first pitch swinging, swings right over it. 0-1. Next pitch. Just a little low, catches the corner, and they're going to say a ball. So 1-1. McDonald wearing number 2. Grounds this one to the third base coach, Matt Jane. And Jane fields it cleanly. And 1-2 pitch, goes outside and gets McDonald to chase. The first inning with a strikeout, and then he's had back-to-back Ks here to start the second inning. So 3 already on the day for Harrelson. First pitch is a little high, taken for a ball. Good eye by Orff, and good decision to hold back on. This one is fouled down the third baseline and into the mud. They're going to leave that one for the coaches to go grab. They're going to have to do a little bit. 1-1 count with 2 outs, nobody on in the top of the second inning. Clopton leading Bowling Green 3-0. At the plate, it's the Orff steps back in with an swung on and fouled back. Harrelson trying to stay in this one. Setting up outside, fouled off the end of the bat to stay alive. Orff will get another attempt. Line to the shortstop, one hopper, up with it, it's Daskalaskis. He made that look easy. That ball was hit hard, and he read the hop extremely well. So a ground ball out to finish the top of this inning to high school baseball on KJFM Radio.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel.
Clarksville, it's a locally owned public course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
As we start the bottom half, it'll be Harrelson, Lilly, and Ferguson. So 7, 8, 9 due up for the Hawks. They were able to put 3 runs on the board to start the game. So in the bottom half of the first inning, their first time around and seeing Gibson, they were able to capitalize. There was a walk and an error, and then a deep fly ball. There was an attempt to steal third base. Peter Daskalaskis slid in. The throw was wide, sailed into the outfield. He stood up, and he was able to first. And it's quickly an 0-2 count on Harrelson. Next one swung on and missed, tied him up. Was guessing a little bit, but that is strikeout number 2 on the day for the pitcher Gibson. Brings Camden Lilly to the plate. Deck circle, it'll be Chris Ferguson. First pitch backs Lilly off the plate, and it's taken for a ball. Next one is him by a step with the underhand toss. Well done and a good recovery by Grody. Next one, he swings at. It's at the top of the zone. He gets a bat on it, though. Pops it to the center fielder. KJFM, WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, Meyer Implement Company, and Ingram Plumbing.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana offers inviting guest rooms, each with its own unique character and historic charm. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, Geared Up, and Pike Lincoln Technical Center.
As we start the top of the third inning, Bowling Green will send Keegan Smith, Zach Gibson, and Brendan Schurter to the plate. As Genowine makes the toss down, 3-0 our score. They've been doing a good job so far of holding on to that lead. And they'll look to turn the lineup over and get something for the red and black. First pitch is at his hat, but next pitch swung on and missed, evening things up at 1-1. Good job by Harrelson to come back. He settles and rears back for the next pitch. Fastball in the outside corner. Keegan Smith seems pretty relaxed on the right-hand side, and out goes into the scorebook. So first out goes down, and we're back to the top of the lineup for Bowling Green. It'll be Zach Gibson, the pitcher. In his last at-bat, he grounded out to the shortstop. For ball 1. (1-0). Just missing. 2-0. Oh. Harrelson's going to have to work back. In the top half of the first inning, Bowling Green was able to get runners to second and third base, but it was Harrelson who locked in and used his defense to get out of the jam. And he issues a walk to So a 1-out walk. Runner at first base for the Bobcats. Let's see what Schroeder does here. He's first pitch swinging and pops the ball back to the cars behind us. I'm glad I moved my car. That next one is wide. Harrelson decides he wants to check on Gibson. So Gibson will get his lead once again. Harrelson will take a peek. And they're going to try to pick him off. Late break by Gibson, and they have him in a run. And, oh, they should have just tagged him there. It's Salmons who moves in. Genowine, everybody is in the infield, and finally they get him. Chilling out, that was Adam Lindsay. I don't think that they needed anybody else, but they used 8 of the 9 players on the field in a rundown that picks off Gibson. Good work defensively to erase that walk. And that ends the threat just a little bit with a speedy guy from the top being picked off the bag. That ends some momentum. 2 outs looks a lot. 1, the count as the next pitch is elevated. Down the third baseline and foul. Full count. Schroeder sees the next pitch from Harrelson, and it's outside. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Harrelson. The last time Milosevic faced Harrelson, he had a double to left field. Milosevic will have an attempt to knock a run in. First pitch he sees is up in the zone, but it is taken for a strike. Next pitch. Getting it in quickly, though. They're going to hold him up at third. There was some hesitancy and a very strong throw from the outfield from Ferguson to keep Schroeder at third base. Very good defensive effort by the Hawks. But it's another double to left field for Rowan Milosevic. In the 4 spot, Eli Grody, and he was a strikeout victim his first time at the plate. Taken for a ball. With 2 outs, runners at second and third base. 1-1. Which is high in the zone. Ball 2. 2-1. 2 outs. Runners at second and third base for the Bobcats. Didn't get on top of it enough. Sails it for ball number 3. He's already walked 2 this inning. They were able to erase 1. Home plate. Late time call from Grody. And it was granted by the bring him back as Grody thought that was ball 4. It was not. Caught a corner, 3-2. Full count. The pitch from Harrelson as he comes set. And he bounces it in. Blocked by Genowine. But bases are now loaded for Graydon Cole. Nowhere to put him. Having a little bit of control issue here in the 3rd inning. It's inside and backs Coleman off the plate for ball 1. One is off the inside part of the bat, foul, and right through the hands of a fan. 1-1 to Coleman. Make it 1-2. Good little comeback. 3 walks and a double. With a bases loaded situation, he has 2 strikes on the batter, Coleman. Pitches up, and they're going to and keep the ball in the infield. 2-2 with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Coleman looking for an, and now he's ready to go. Steps back in. Pitch is on the leaves the bases loaded. Strands them as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Clopton leads 3-0 on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Complex. Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Medical Group.
Ackles Farm Market has locally produced beef, pork, and honey. Stop in for your farm fresh cut ribeye, New York strip, sirloin steaks, fillets, stew meat, ribs, ground beef, snack sticks, and all beef hot dogs. While there, stock up on homegrown fruits and vegetables as well. Louisiana and Pittsfield.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department.
Back on the pitcher's bump for the Bowling Green Bobcats, it's Zach Gibson. He gave up 3 runs in his warm-up tosses have helped him find a groove. He's been doing some, and we're ready for baseball. Coming to the plate for the Hawks. I'm through and produced 3 runs off of Gibson. First pitch swinging for Genowine. 0-1. Was a chase pitch. 1-1. Next pitch is just a little high. 2-1. Gibson working a little bit quicker. Next one finds the corner and the strike zone, 2-2. Genowine with a good eye as that one strays into the left-handed batter's box, bringing our count full. 3-2. And pitch up in the zone. A walk issued to Genowine. The first time that Gibson saw Genowine, he also walked him. Genowine came around to score. And in his last at bat, Adam Lindsay had a fly ball to the shortstop. It was dropped. And that's how Lindsay reached base. He also came around to score. Is in the on-deck circle. So this is the part of the lineup that made Gibson pay the first time. Getting his jump at first base, an opportunity to turn the ball. So everyone is safe after a bobble from the shortstop Smith. To continue to find Keegan Smith, especially if Adam Lindsay's at the plate, is at least the story of the day. So runners at first and second. This one is smacked into left center field. Gap. What a read by Brady Huber. Just robbed Peter Daskalaskis of another hit today, at least. Stealing, and a nice toss from Milosevic. So runners at second and third base now. For Matheny. Oh, he's going to be caught at third base. They're going to have a rundown. Milosevic is hustling after him, wants to make the tag, and he does get him somehow. As Lindsay, it looked as though he had. Two outs, but another run added to the board. There, and then that one's fouled back to the screen by Salmons. For the Hawks. fouled off the 3 as we head up senior night from Clopton High School.
Coverage brought to you all season long by A Taste of Landscape Supply.
Community State Bank of Missouri, simplify your life, and building a strong community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. Processing and smokehouse meats. For your meat processing.
High school sports coverage brought to you all.
Work to do. 4-0. They were able to put up 3 runs and some cushion. Ground this one to the shortstop, Mikey Maero. He sat back and waited for an extra hop, and he is going to be charged with an error, and Huber will stand at first base. Is Huber. Same thing happens. Waits back have led to 2 base runners. No outs on the board. Pitch high and inside, taken for a ball. Pitching bunt, but he pulls it back. 2-0. But working from behind is not the place to go. It looks like Coach Dean Street wants to talk about it. There may be a pitching change. I know that there's somebody going to the bullpen now. We will take a
Area High School Sports Nest Inn and People's Savings Bank.
Smart decisions when it comes to all your 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Out there. Next pitch is in. And that was kind of a gimme to keep Orff at the plate. 3-1. Little low, but field and foul. So Orff will stay there. 3-2 the count. An opportunity to see where it goes. The full count. The next pitch. For the 9 spot, Keegan Smith. In for a ball. Grounded to the 5-6 hole. Here come runs plated off of a 5-6 hole single and an error on the left fielder, Chris Ferguson. So Smith will get 2, and there are still no outs. It's the leadoff guy, Gibson. First pitch to Gibson is a little outside, and is next pitch is roped into center field. It's going to drop across the score. It's Orff. Single and an RBI. Still no one out. We'll take a quick break and come back with more from the 4th.
Area High School sports coverage brought to you all Meyer Implement Company.
Communities with quality sales and service. My teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to real estate, loving our small town life.
Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, Geared Up, and Pike Lincoln Technical Center.
And we have a couple of changes to come with that. Across the infield, I'm sure. And so once we have those, make sure to pass those along. This has been a pitcher to watch this year, as he's been very, very fun. A great competitor from the bump and try to do some damage control, as there's still no outs. And the Bobcats are at the heart of their lineup. It'll be 2-3-4. Already tacked on 3. And threatening for more. Grounded to the second baseman, Maero, and he secures it before it gets to. That doesn't happen, but they do get 1. 1 run comes across the score for the Bobcats, making our score 4-4. Cut it off, was able to make a strong and quick throw to first base. That ties up our score. Runner just at third base. There for Bowling Green. And the next pitch is up off the shoulder pad of Genowine. He's going to hustle to the plate, and he's able to tag out Gibson for the out. Great job by Genowine with the block and then the tag. So 2 outs on the board. One ball on the batter, Milosevic. For a strike, evening things up 1-1. Just peppered left field today, and this time it'll be just a single for Rowan. But he is 3 for 3. Pitches outside. 2-1 the count. Next one is off the glove of Genowine to the backstop. As Grody will step back in the box with a 3-1 count. Next pitch he sees is right down the middle, 3-2. The next is low and inside for ball 4. So runner. From Daskalaskis is hot and off the hand of Genowine. Heads to the backstop. Runners move to second and third base. Genowine will take a moment to reset some straps on his shin guards. And Coleman wants to talk to Coach. 2 outs, 1-0 count. Runners at second and third base for Bowling Green. They're threatening for the lead. Coleman at the plate, looking for something. 2-0. Two, 1 and 3-1 as that pitch is over Brady Huber. If Coleman reaches, they will have batted all the way around, and he does a bat flip, going down the baseline for a walk. So I'm sure his teammates will be razzing him about that for some time. 2 outs and the bases loaded. 4-4 our score. Next pitch is the 5-6 hole into the outfield. 1 run comes across the score, and here comes the other. 2 runs on the board for the Bobcats, 6-4. A 2 RBI single for Brady Huber. And the Bobcats are just pouring it on here. Pitch away from getting out of the inning, and Bowling Green has been able to keep themselves alive offensively, keeping him in this game. The count. The next is fouled off the foot of McDonald. 1-2. 6-4, Bobcats lead. Threatening for more with runners at time at home plate. The throw, if it would have been a little stronger and didn't hit that bump in the road, I think would have been right on the money. It was perfect. It was just sell it. So another run on the board for Bowling Green. They've scored 7 in the top of the 4th. First pitch to Orff is outside. Orff quickly turns on that one, and it's fouled down the line. 1-1. Next one, off-speed pitch from Daskalakis. Turning on it is Orff. Foul ball that hits to the concession stand. One-two pitch gets him on the check swing. A strikeout for Daskalakis. We are headed to the bottom of the 4th. Clopton trails on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Medical Group.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Clopton due up to the plate as they trail by 3 runs. Our score 7-4. The Bobcats leading after a dominant top half of the 4th inning. But Clopton just trailing by 3. It's anybody's game with Matheny as he digs in on the right-hand side. The first one is fouled back towards us, hits off the pole, and that'll be strike 1. Next one is grounded slowly to the shortstop. Keegan Smith takes a couple of steps. 1 out. On the board as coming to the plate, it'll be Harrelson. First pitch he sees from Gibson. He lines it back up the middle. 2 quick outs as Gibson has seemed to have settled in. And now Camden with the white piping on the sleeves. White numbers with a black outline. Able to make the grab. 3 quick outs. 3 up, 3 down is how it went. We are headed to the top of the 5th. It's a lead for Bowling Green, 7-4 on KJFM WBBA Sports.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Geared Up, just off the square in Pittsfield, is your first stop for screen printing and embroidery. The folks at Geared Up take pride in making their communities and schools look great while offering the best prices around. If you're looking to expand your wardrobe, or maybe a gift is on the list, stop by their store and check out numerous items in stock when you're looking for custom apparel and a field.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. To schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships, One Multi-Sports Complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports.
Top of the 5th inning, Bowling Green was able to put up 7 runs in the top of the 4th. Then they were able to shut down Clopton. It was a 1-2-3 inning. And that's what Clopton needs now so they can get back in and get some things going offensively. But Bowling Green would like to probably score a few more runs. They'll start it off. It'll be 9-1-2. First pitch that Smith sees. He fouls it back to the cars behind us. Long strike was all it was. And the next pitch, he's not on. Next one is powered. A long one for Smith. So a runner on first base for the Bobcats. And they're back to the top of the lineup for Gibson. He'll check his wristband and then step into the right-hand side of the batters. He sees is bounced foul. Next pitch from just overexerted Mathenia beat Smith as well. And out on the batter, Gibson. King with a nice fastball in the outside corner, 2-2. Next pitch brings the count full. One is inside as well. Ball 4. Walk issued to Gibson. And now it's the 2 spot, Schurter. So another late call for time. That is 2. If I'm Clopton's pitching staff, I'm not super happy about it, but Schurter was able to strike 2, which is the most frustrating part. Happened that first time he let it go, but 2 times, no thank you. With runners at first and second base for Bowling Green. The next pitch is fouled to stay alive. They'll stay at 2-2. Next one, grounded back up the middle, and it gets past the pitcher, Daskell. So another error. Seems like both teams have had errors. In fact, they have. They've both had errors that have went in the book, but it seems like Clopton's have been the most detrimental. Hitter that has been the hottest for Bowling Green today, Rowan Milosevic. He has 2 doubles to knock in at least 1 run with a ball that gets to the grass. Next one is they're going to get 1. They're going to flip it to home and try to spin it around for 2 as the top of the 5th inning. Next pitch is runners at second and third. Flashing bunt, and he gets it down right back to the catcher, Genowine, and all he has to do is turn around as Gibson was cruising on home. He makes the tag for out number 2. Now runners just at first and third for the Cats, and 2 outs. At the plate, it'll be great. Popped high in the air. There's room for it. Let's see if able to make the grab, and he is. Great job by Harrelson. 5th Clopton Trails on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagles Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate whatever comes your direction. County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market.
As we head to the bottom of the 5th, our score 8-4 Clopton Trails. They got on top early, but they've been unable. Has been lights out, and then the offense for Bowling Green has just been in attack mode. Up for the Hawks, leading off in the bottom of the 5th. He sees a pitch on the outside corner. It's taken 1-1. Next pitch on the outside corner is taken, and just missing. That's an extra life there for Chris Ferguson. 2-2 pitch from Gibson as the wind is blowing out. Ground ball down the third baseline and foul to stay alive. Ferguson will have another shot. And the next pitch is sailed high. A walk is issued. So Ferguson with a good at-bat gets things going for the Hawks. First pitch up in the zone, but it is called for a strike, 0-1. Next pitch, he wanted to toss a bat out at it, but there was no call for a strike, and they're going to check on the runner. A nice toss back, and in safely. Ferguson, he asked for time to get up. Hawks on offense. As pitch to the outside corner is low, taken for ball number 2. Genowine pokes it into right, and it's going to drop in right in front of McDaniel. And Ferguson's going to have to move quickly as McDaniel got to that and had a strong throw to second base. No outs with runners at first and second base. Hawks looking to fight back. They trail 8-4 after. Lindsay at the plate for Clopton. Second base and no outs. He makes quick work out there. You've got to be ready when you step in the box. Flashing bunt, and he gets it down. It's right back to the pitcher, Gibson. He gathers it, collects and throws to first base for the out. Sets things up for somebody who already nice catch from Brady Huber in center field. But he's had some success at the plate against Gibson. First pitch that Daskalakis sees, tails to the outside corner and is taken for a strike. 0-1. Next time though, and 1-1. Roped into left field, and it gets down. Cut off by the left field by the Clopton Hawks. Some speed from Genowine, and Ferguson knew exactly what was going down. 8-6. And an opportunity here for Matheny. He fouls off the first pitch that he sees, 0-1. 1 out, runner at second base. Next pitch is taken on the out. One out, runner at second base. 8-6 our score. Taking off on the pitch, Daskalaskis got a good read, and now he's 90 feet closer. Some ball to the right side. Could mean another run for the Hawks. 2-2. Gibson is not dealing with the pressure well. It seems like he's amped his velo, but lost jump out of the way, and ball number 4 issues a walk to Matheny. It looks like Coach Matt Jane wants to talk about it. We will take a
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, State Farm agents Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford.
Enjoy lunch options until 4, and Gambino's dinner menu from 4 to close, including the popular Make Your Own, your choice of pasta, meat, and sauce. Other entrees, Wednesday through Saturday at Gambino's.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
At Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green, we're not only helping kids grow stronger, we're helping grow a stronger community for the future. Pediatrician Dr. Barbara White provides the specialized care your child needs from birth through college, right here at home. From routine checkups to immunizations, we're at Hannibal Regional Medical Group in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Edwalder Real Estate.
There are a few changes for Bowling Green. I need to see who has strapped up, put gear on. Looks like Milos over to first base. At shortstop, it'll be Gibson. And I think Keegan Smith is going to be playing third base. Those are all the changes, as Milosevic still has a few warm-up tosses, as there was gear that had to be switched out and put on. So he'll get a few more.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by One Multi-Sports Complex, Pike County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's East
in your future. Pick up the phone and call Rick Rodhouse from Country Financial. He, along with his staff, will assist you with insurance coverage to protect what matters most. In addition to your need at a price you can afford, contact Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency in Pleasant Hill to chat about your insurance needs today.
Don't have time to stop by the bank, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and member FDIC.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, People's Bank and Trust, Pike County Health Department, and Missouri.
Tucker Salmons with runners at second and third base for the Hawks. Just one out on the board, and Milosevic under that one. Salmons couldn't catch up. 1-2 pitch from Milosevic is fouled back to the screen. Staying live, it's Tucker Salmons. Our score is 8-6 if you're just joining us. Bottom of the fifth inning. Senior night here at Clopton. And the next pitch is lined into center field to get in as well. Oh, and a shot from center field. What a throw from Huber, and he is gunned base. I don't know if there was miscommunication or just what happened, but Matheny had to correct. He had taken a step. He was narrowing in, but a great tag behind the plate from Grody. And a nice toss in from Brady Huber. He's had a stellar day and center off on the pitch. And stealing, Salmons will be safe into third base. Count is 1-1. With a score of 8-7. 1-2. That pitch caught the outside corner. Funky ride to it, and I think Milosevic thought that it may come across the plate for strike 3, but it does not. 2-2. Runner at third base. Next one is popped in the air, some room. Oh, and just not enough time for Coleman to get there. Didn't have much life to the fly. 2-2, 2 outs, runner at third base, 8-7 our score. With Salmons at third for the Hawks. The Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves defeated Griggsville Perry Lady Tornadoes 13-0, and that was in 5 innings. So back-to-back wins for the Lady Wolves. Dude, a walk. This will be his first time seeing Milosevic. And he'll do so with 2 outs. An opportunity to tie up the game and be safe at second base. That was Matheny. So runners at second and third. 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Popped in the air and foul. It'll head to the highway. So 1-2. But he'll live to see another one. 2-2, 2 outs, runners at second and third base. Hawks looking to tie it. Next in this inning. For Harrelson. Sailed. Ball 4. Both teams have done a really good job of working counts today. And that'll bring in the 8th spot hitter, Lilly. He's going to bat from the left-hand side. He wears number 44. Runners get their lead. 2-0. Next pitch is bounced in, 3-0. There's nowhere to put him. Got to be selective here. Taken all the way. Milosevic. Over. And now it's up to the 9 spot, Chris Ferguson, to capitalize and bring in his team. I don't know if I haven't seen anybody else warm up, so I believe he's going to leave it to Milosevic to finish out. But I wouldn't be surprised if when they head to the dugout, if somebody else starts to get warm. It'll be Chris Ferguson. Bases loaded. 2 outs. First pitch he sees is up in the zone. 1-0 to Ferguson. That one catches the corner at the knee. Good block by Eli Grody, who's able to go up on one knee and deflect that pitch before it goes. Pitch outside, 3-1. Grounded to the third baseman. And our game is tied as we head to the top of the 6th inning.
Supply. Here to remind you that we have certified community health workers staffed at our office that offer assistance for free to those who need help navigating local resources and more. Please don't hesitate to call 573.
Central State Bank, you're not just an account. You're a person with hopes, dreams, and family that you work hard to provide for, which is why at Central State Bank, they work hard to help you with checking and savings accounts, business and personal money. It's about helping people make their dreams come true. Central State Bank, central to your banking needs with locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance agent Ashley Jenkins, Eagles Bluff Golf Course, and Pepsi.
8-8 for Bowling Green. It'll be Huber, McDonald, and Orff. If anybody gets on, it'll be Keegan Smith, and then back to the top of the lineup. First pitch to Huber is inside, ball 1. And it's taken for a strike. Velasquez comes set. Nice sweeping curve to the outside. 1-2. Live is Huber. Next pitch, lined down the left field line. It's going to go to the fence. Cut off by Ferguson right at the foul pole. And that's 2 bags for Brady Huber. He's had a game. Good start for the Bobcats in this tied matchup. He wears number 2 and bats from the right-hand side. Just a reminder, they will be doing senior night after this. Pitch from Daskalaskis to McDonald is fouled. Coach Dean Schreed picks it up and tosses it back out to his hurler. Pitch popped with a late jump, and a strong throw from Lindsay causes him to retreat back to the bag. So 1 out, and a very heads-up play by Adam Lindsay. With a runner at second base. Clopton hosting Bowling Green. And the next pitch is spiked into the ground. Genowine uses his shoulder to keep it in front. Next pitch is just a little low. 3-0. Next pitch is low as well. And a walk is issued to Manny Orff. And the sun continues to set. You're going to have to turn the lights on here soon, and I speak and they turn on. Ooh, squared to bunt, and the pitch came in pretty close to his face. He falls on the ground. One out, and runners at second and third for the Bobcats. Next one, line comes across to score. They're going to send Orff. He has a wide turn, and he's going to get in there safely. 2 runs knocked in by Smith. Smith will stand at second base, and we're back to the top of the lineup for the Bobcats. Gibson sees his first pitch from Daskalaskis, and it's on the outside corner for strike 1. Is taken for strike number 2. The outside corner from Daskalaskis for out number 2. That is Tucker Salmons. Number 2 is in the books for the for a ball to Brendan Schroeder. Next pitch just missing. 2-0. Pretty big jump by Smith, and the pitch is called for a strike. Smith will retreat back to second base. 2-1. The next is on the outside corner for ball 3. Swinging at the and grounded to the second baseman. Might separate themselves from the Hawks. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. 10-8 our score on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagles Nest Inn, and People's Savings Bank.
A meal ready for you before or after the game. And game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Cellular and Satellite, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Community.
The 6th inning, Milosevic, bottom of the 6th. Hawks trail. As slowly working through some warm-up tosses, it's Milosevic. Will be back to the top of the lineup for the Hawks. It'll be Genowine leading things off, followed by Adam Lindsay and then Peter Daskalaskis. Which is where a majority of the run support has come for the Hawks today. They were able to tie it in the bottom half of the 5th, and then they allowed 2 runs in the top half of the 6th, which is what Bowling Green is using as some cushion here. With Milosevic on the bump, and first pitch he tosses Genoa. Next is low as well, 2-0. Next one is high, 3-0. Hawk has pitch to him is up high, and a nice throw from Eli Grody, which was taken for a ball. 1-0. And it looks like there will be a pitching change. So we will take a quick break, as it looks like Graydon Coleman is going to be taking the bump for the Bobcats. Runner at second base for the Hawks. Will be back with more from the bottom of the 6th inning on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports coverage brought from Brenda Crawford, Meyer Implement Company, and Ingram Plumbing.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance Agents, Auto, Home, and Life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Castile Color Wheel has been proudly serving Pittsfield and the surrounding communities since 1950 and is an expanded retail area. They began as a paint retailer handling Benjamin Moore and Pittsburgh paints, developing into a full-service decorating center, including wall coverings and Hunter Douglas custom window treatments. Castile over the years has expanded with home decor, high-quality gift items, bridal and baby registry, an upscale ladies and children's boutique, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 until noon. Let Castile's be your one-stop shop, located just off the northwest corner of the square in Pittsfield.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate, Geared Up, and Pike Lincoln Technical Center.
Warm-up tosses for Graydon Coleman as established. He'll get a couple more. 6th inning, Clopton has some work. First pitch from Coleman is inside, taken for a strike. Headed to the line, and a nice catch by Jack McDonald. He's able to make the grab, and advancing to third base, though, it's Genowine, so that is the first out. So the sacrifice fly moves the runner. popped high in the air, and this pitch is into the parking lot. As this is the first pitch to Peter Daskalaskis, as he has an opportunity to punch in another run today. He looks at strike 2. Nice pitch from Graydon Coleman. Is Peter Daskalaskis. 2, and that brings in James Matheny. Good work by Coleman. Pretty good mix of pitches. Is taken for a strike on the outside corner of the plate. James Matheny digs back in and sees the next from Coleman. He's 0-2. Thought that he was going to get caught looking on that one. That was a great pitch on the outside corner from Coleman. 1-2, as it will be called for a ball. Make it 2-2. Matheny will step back in. And, he was already walking off again. I thought maybe he had it. 3-2. Let's see what he does here. Coleman with the next pitch. Timing it up, but fouling it back to the cars behind us. So Matheny will stay alive. Full count with runner at third base. Our score 10-8. Curveball from Coleman. This time he gets to walk off the field whenever he decides. As we head to the the top of the 7th inning, 10-8 our score. Bowling Green looking to add on if they can, as they're looking to walk away with an EMO conference win on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area County Mutual Insurance agents Corey Buchanan and Shelley Clucky, Gambino's Eatery, and Hannibal Medical Group.
Noah Builders in Silex is a proud supporter of all area construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit Noah Builders at noahbuildersinc.com.
Pike County Health Department and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
7th inning, top of the 7th, 10-8 as they trail by 2, so they will get that bottom half of the 7th. They are the home team today. Looks like Daskalaskis is back out there for Clopton. 3, 4, 5 will be back out there for the bottom half of the 7th, and they're saying we're ready for baseball as Milosevic walks his way to the plate. First pitch that Milosevic sees goes to the back stop. 1-0. As Eli Grody tracks that down, and it's in for a strike. 1-1. Next pitch is taken high. 2-1. This one is lined a beam into left field. It's going to one-hop the fence. Every hit. That sets things up for Eli Grody. And he'll get the call from Coach Matt Jane. First pitch to Grody is taken for a strike on the inside. Bowling Green leading Clopton 10-8. Flashing bunt, bunted down the third baseline, and it's running, and picking it up when it just goes into foul territory. And that one is in the dirt. Chopped at foul. Catches him looking. Nice pitch on the outside corner for strike 3. One out. That'll bring in. It's one of my favorite things to note. He was so fun when he is inside. One zero. Number 2. And now that brings in Brady Huber, who has had this one hit hard down the third baseline. Can't get his glove on it. It's Harrelson, and they're going to hold up Milosevic at third base. For Jack McDaniel. To second base. No tag, and Milosevic stays at third. So now runners at second and third base. Next pitch is out of the zone. Pitcher and the catcher here. So a quick conference. As well. Coach Reed headed back to the dugout, so we will resume as soon as the first pitch to McDaniel is grounded. Score. And the errors have just piled up. Made to the bounce. 12-8 our score. Ground ball to the shortstop. Salmon's up with it. Tosses it across the diamond. This time, Matheny's able to hold on for the stretch and get it out of there. Listening to Area High School Baseball on KJFM WBBA.
Season long, by a taste of Philly. State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Eolia Landscape Supply.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help? 97B. We call it the Just Talking. Hey, Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler? Visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Area High School sports coverage brought to you all season long by Shelter Insurance Agent Ashley Jenkins, Eagles Bluff Golf Course, and Pepsi.
The Club 3 outs to get it done. They trail Bowling Green 12-8. And it'll be Salmons due up for to play 1-1. Salmons, but it's taken for strike. 1-2 pitch. He secures it with two hands for out number 1. Now it's Adam Matheny stepping in for the Hawks. They trail 12-8. After this, it'll be senior night. No matter what the outcome, as taking strike 1 on the outside corner. Next pitch is roped to the second baseman and caught on a line. That was Manny Orff for out number 2. Coleman has come in and been extremely effective for the Bobcats. And the Hawks are down to the by Harrelson. And it's taken as a strike. The next one is up and out of the zone for ball. Coleman looking to close it out for the Bobcats. Harrelson looking to extend the game for the Hawks. Nice pitch at the top of the pin, requested to walk back on the field. Next pitch is out of the zone for ball 3. be ball 4. As he gets his free pass. Now at the plate. With 2 outs and a life for the Hawks. Whistles to the bag to get there himself, and they're going to say safe. Coleman's going to have to toss it across the diamond. He sails it. Score for Clopton, and Lilly is heading covering the bag, not being where they need to be, not happy about something that happened at first base. I don't know if he's upset about the call. But they're having a conversation, extending this game with 2 outs. Still talking to the umpires. So Clopton has extended this ball game. And we do have a pinch hitter. And it was not on the lineup that was given to us. Standing at third base, Camden Lilly. Two balls on the batter, 2-0 our count. With a runner at third base for Clopton. Our score is 12-9. Bowling Green leads. Next pitch is low and outside. 3-0. They're going to ask for a different baseball. We'll be back to the top of the lineup after this. Next pitch is fouled, 3-2. Swung on and missed. It gets past the catcher. Drop third strike. They're going to toss it down to first base for the out, and they get it. Didn't hustle after the pitcher's base. 12-9 our final score as we wrap this one up in the postgame show. It's Clopton falling to Bowling Green on senior night. We'll be back with the postgame show on KJFM WBBA Sport.
Postgame show is coming up.
Area high school sports coverage brought to you all season long by Noah Builders, Castile's Color Wheel, Eagles Nest Inn,
Public Course, available for play 7 days a week. For more information, call, visit, or go online to eaglesbluffgolf.com.
Cellular and Satellite Center installs. Now special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and
Light, Pike County Memorial Hospital, Ackles Farm Market, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
12-9 our final score as the Clopton Hawks fall to the Bowling Green Bobcats. It was a great come-from-behind win for Bowling Green. Clopton, they started out pretty hot. I mean, they put up 3 runs and up 4-0. And then things just kind of started to derail. They ended up trailing Bowling Green 8-4. They were able to come back and they tied the game up, but it was Bowling Green who was able to respond immediately, and they put up 2 runs on the board, and it extended it to 10-8. After that, Clopton could not capitalize when they had runners in scoring position, and then Bowling Green was able to put 2 more runs on the board, separating them, and then there was a little bit of excitement in the bottom of the 7th, but things just didn't fall in Clopton's favor today. But a good win for the Bowling Green Bobcats, and it just shows their fight, resilience, and their ability to step up when their backs were against the wall. And things didn't start maybe the way that Gibson wanted them to for the Bobcats. He maybe wasn't as locked in as he wanted to be, but after that first inning of work, things really settled down and got better for him. So it was a good performance, I think, for the Bobcats, and not a bad showing from the Clopton Hawks. But what really killed the Clopton Hawks today, and it was something I mentioned in our keys to the game, the team that may be key in this one. We knew both teams had a few errors throughout the course of the season, and they've been struggling defensively, but it was the errors that Clopton made that Clopton could not respond. So that's always the unfortunate part, when errors are the thing that separates you at the end of a game, but that's just how it goes. So some things to work on for both of these teams, so make sure you stay tuned, as we will keep you updated for all of that, and some district coverage as our area teams look to fight and compete to stay alive. But few more regular season games to get in until then. Our final on senior night over the Clopton Hawks. From Maddie Ingram and all of us at KJFM saying good night, everybody, and we'll have more Area High School Diamond Sports headed your way next week.
Been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports.
Serving the Twin Pike counties of Missouri and Illinois, Eagle 102, KJFM, Louisiana Bowling Green, and